They don't tell you this at school, but most people are broke, not because they are lazy, but because they are misaligned. You can have the degree, you can hustle day and night, you can tithe every Sunday and still live in financial fear. Why? Because money responds to wisdom, not effort alone. And here's the real kicker. The Bible isn't just a spiritual guide, it's the ultimate wealth manual, if you know how to read it with eyes that see. Now, before you roll your eyes and think I'm about to throw prosperity gospel at you, relax. This isn't about claim it and receive it. It's about how certain verses reshaped how I think, how I earn, and how I build. Verses that made me stop chasing fast cash and start building quiet wealth. Verses that forced me to confront my pride, my spending habits, and even how I saw myself as a black, ambitious African man from a small estate in Nairobi. These verses didn't just bless my account, they rewired my mindset. Welcome to Dancing on Wealth and Mindset here at K-Crunch, where future millionaires come to sharpen their tools, upgrade their thinking, and build lasting freedom. Let me start with a hard one. I was 25 neck deep in mobile loan apps. You know the ones, Shika, Tala, Branch, Okash. You name it, I owed it. Every week, I juggle repayments like a clown at village market. Borrow from one to pay another. I wasn't poor, but I was stuck. Then I read Proverbs chapter 22 verse 7. The borrower is slave to the lender. I had read it before, but that day it slapped different. I realized I wasn't just broke, I was enslaved. A grown man, employed, educated, even earning on the side, but controlled by digital debt chains I handed to myself. Crazy, right? And here's the craziest part. I thought I was managing, but I was just coping. That verse forced me to do something radical. I deleted every loan app from my phone. Cold turkey, no fallback, hakuna plan B, bro. It hurt. But that was the first month I finally saw a profit from my side hustle, because now I wasn't leaking it out through interest fees and late penalties. Some of us are praying for breakthrough, but we're also borrowing from the very systems that keep us in bondage.
Now here's where it gets interesting. As I began clearing my debt and rebuilding from scratch, I hit a wall. I'd save, invest, even flip some small gigs, but I noticed my mindset was still stuck in survival mode. I feared taking risks. I feared investing bigger. I feared scaling. Then came Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 2. Give a portion to 7 and also to 8, for you know not what disaster may happen on the earth. It hit me. God was endorsing diversification, not just savings, not just one gig, not just a good job, but strategic distribution of effort and investment. That's when I stopped seeing my salary as my security and started treating it like seed. I split my income into different paths: Sacco, a group land project in Kitengela, an online hustle reselling perfumes, and later, small shares at a chama. Some failed, some exploded, but I wasn't shaken because no one egg held my fate. And I wish more young Kenyans knew this. Wealth doesn't grow in one pot. God wants you to multiply, not hoard, not play it safe forever. Because risk isn't the enemy. Blind risk is. Strategic distributed investment, that's kingdom intelligence. Let me pause here and say, quick pause, I'm Danson. And if this video is helping you see money through a different lens, hit that subscribe button. It fuels this channel and keeps it 100% value-driven. Asante sana. The other verse that unlocked a whole new level of clarity for me? Proverbs chapter 13 verse 11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Now listen, this one was a spiritual uppercut. Because let's be real, in our generation, we're addicted to urgency. If it doesn't blow in 6 months, it's a flop. If it's not viral, it's a failure. If it's not 6 figures in a year, we move on. But that verse gave me permission to be patient. I looked at my Sacco returns. They were slow but steady. I looked at my side hustle. It wasn't flashy, but it grew monthly. I even looked at my digital content. It started with 13 views, but with consistency, it attracted clients. A more depend. The compound effect is God's favorite wealth strategy. Not hype,
not lottery wins, but faithfulness in little. That's when I stopped jumping from one idea to the next. I chose 3 key wealth pillars and went deep. One for security, one for growth, one for freedom. It took years, not months, but guess what? Today, those little by little decisions feed me when gigs are low. They fund my land projects. They give me breathing room. You don't need magic. You need strategy, time, and obedience.
Let me take you back a bit. I once lost 150,000 Kenya shillings in a shady forex scheme because a friend said, "Bro, trust me, this one is sure." And I wanted to trust him. I wanted that shortcut, that easy win, that instant flex. But I ignored one key verse, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. The simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps. Oh, that verse stung because I realized I wasn't investing from wisdom. I was investing from fear of being left behind. That's when I began asking better questions, vetting opportunities, checking licenses, reading terms, calling mentors. I stopped chasing vibes and started doing due diligence. Young hustler, hear me. Just because everyone's shouting about it on TikTok doesn't make it a smart move. Financial literacy is spiritual warfare because ignorance is what the devil uses to trap kings in peasant cycles. Don't just pray for doors to open, check where they lead. That 150K loss became my tuition fee in discernment. And guess what? That same year, I found a low-key Sacco that's now paid me 3 times that amount in dividends over time. Wisdom will save you from losses prayer can't reverse. The final verse I'll share today is the one that changed how I saw myself. Because even with my plans, my discipline, and my new mindset, deep down, I still struggled with doubt. Who was I to aim for millions? Who was I to talk about money with confidence? Who was I to build something lasting? Then came Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. That verse right there, it unlocked my identity. Not as a hustler, not as a struggler, but as a builder anointed with divine permission to create abundance. I stopped apologizing for my ambition. I stopped dimming my light to make others comfortable. I stopped confusing humility with shrinking. God doesn't just allow you to build wealth, He equips you for it. That verse became my mantra. Every time imposter syndrome hit, He gave me the power. That confidence opened doors I never knocked on. It made me pitch bolder, negotiate better, invest braver, and lead with faith, not fear. So if you've ever felt like maybe this wealth journey isn't for people like me, kill that lie right now. You are not here by accident. Your dreams of freedom, land, legacy, and peace, they're not greed, they're stewardship. God is not intimidated by your millions. He's waiting to trust you with more. Listen, we live in a time where it's easy to chase hype, where quick wins look like the answer, where pressure makes us rush things that require roots. But what if your next level isn't about grinding harder, but thinking deeper? What if the Bible isn't just for Sundays, but your greatest manual for financial mastery? Not because it gives you lottery codes, but because it gives you principles that outlive every trend. This is the season to stop chasing and start building, to stop borrowing and start planting, to stop guessing and start applying. You've got wisdom on your side, you've got time on your side, and most importantly, you've got permission to grow slow, strong, and steady. Because that's how wealth with roots is built. Subscribe, share this with someone who needs it, and let's build smarter together.